What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one continuing to show to make the Hello Neighbor Act 1 basement in Minecraft. This is part 7 and the final part, and in this one we're doing that little hallway along with this little hallway. It's a little hallway day, I guess. Wow, beautiful. This one won't be block for block. I mean, kind of a little bit it will be, but it won't be particularly insane. Like, I'll explain the layout and maybe the blocks I use, but I won't actually give you like each individual hole and everything. So anyway, that's really all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so this hallway should be fairly simple because it is kind of just connecting point A to point B in a little bit of a way. You want to start by getting out though forward. Light gray terracotta. White terracotta. Stripped spruce wood. Waxed weathered cut copper. I'm remembering the name finally after having to use it a billion times. Gray concrete. Nether brick fences. Lanterns. Lever. Oh god. And redstone torch. We'll just like end up making the whole hallway and then we'll work back to front with detailing, I guess. That seems unreasonable enough. You want to start with the wall on the left side. If you like, pretend like you just kind of came from this side at the beginning and you're going to turn right and be looking towards the door we're going to be working towards. And on this left wall you should have 3 blocks beyond the floor. You'll place a light gray terracotta just beyond this, which should be a white terracotta. You'll extend it left with 3 alternating white and light gray. And then go back diagonally left with a light gray, and you will do alternating white and light gray all the way until the doorway there on this side. Or just, yeah, you know, preferably alternate, unlike what just happened to me there. It's a little bit awkward. Classic mistake, am I right? You should end up there. You will bring, this is really annoying me, you'll bring the entire strip spruce doorway out a block so it ends up being in line with the funny little hallway. And then off the backside, you'll start with a light gray and you'll place 5 alternating light grays and whites. 3, 4, 5. Go back diagonally right with a white. Extend it right with 4 alternating. So you should end on a white. And then instead of bringing it all the way forward and being like, you want to bring that forward by 46 or whatever, we're going to head back to the other side here and take this strip spruce, and we're going to extend it back with 9 alternating whites and light grays, starting with a white. You'll then go back diagonally left with a light gray, left with 3 alternating whites and light grays, and then you should be able to bring this white back with an alternating light gray and white pattern, and you should connect perfectly to the back. Although no promises there, I guess. But I did. You know what, I'm connecting diagonally to that white terracotta on the end. Wow, crazy. Look at me. I'm gonna summon Herobrine with this one. You're gonna fill in the floor with waxed weathered cut copper. And I guess do just all of the basic things. Bring the walls up by 7. And then at the top you're filling in the ceiling with gray concrete. And so again, yeah, floor, walls, ceiling. And yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Finishing this, that's really all. Did not really think it'd only be 7 parts. Like, I don't know. Although I feel like if I would have done this like 2 years ago, I would have done it all in one video somehow. Well, actually, let's do the math real quick. We're gonna say 7 40-minute parts, so that's 280 minutes, minus like 15 or 20 from just them being shorter, so like 260, we'll say, which is, you know, 4.5 hours, so yeah, I'd probably split into like thirds. That's, yup, just what I wanted to do. I love just scrolling the wrong way, it's beautiful. It really, really helps. But yeah. Maybe this will be more up to the reasonable length rather than like 27 minutes the last part was. You know? Although I don't know. And then after this, it's probably back to chapter 2, depending on if you were there or not, I don't know. I'm really debating right now because I've got a couple maps that are like on the way to be tutorialized. And then I have a couple that are already ready. So I'm like, what do I do next to break up chapter 2 a little bit? But those maps will be more alternating rather than all chapter, or all of it, in a row between chapter 2 segments, the big ones. Something like this where it's 8 parts can kind of take up most of that on its own and it'll be fine. Just have to kind of make it quick because, you know, I don't want to do more than like a week without a chapter 2 part, or like 2 weeks really. Because I know then people are gonna start to give me questions again, which is not necessarily bad. I do like the enthusiasm, but you know, I do hate to split it up anyway because, but again, also like I don't want to give you all of them in a week's worth of time because that's just, you know, I mean, obviously it's an exaggeration, but like, you know, let's say it's 50 parts, it'll be more than that, but let's say it's 50 parts, and, you know, having that in the span of, like, 300 days, or 250 days, or whatever, that just gets repetitive real quick. Although, I think I will do a lot of them for sure, just because, you know, I would like to finish sometime this century, you know, or this decade. That would be ideal, I think, but it could very well go into next year, just looking at the math of it, right? Because I started it February, mid-February, or I guess late February, actually. And so I would take, I guess, 50 days off the year about, so it's like 310 left. And so that is, in those 310 days, we'll say 80 parts, so that would be like a part every third day, so it very well will go at least into December, I'd say. It's not the normal tutorial for me, I'll say that much. And like I do expect at some point there to be things that span more than a year. Like if I end up doing chapter 3 for a tutorial, that would go longer than a full calendar year. Almost definitely. Which is not something I'm particularly thrilled about, but you know, you do have to give and take a little bit. But that is, again, it does depend on a lot of how Chapter 2 does. So far, it's been doing really good. It's only been out for a few days, but it's already over, like, 1,200 views, which is better than I expected at this point in time, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, let's do the lights first. But yeah, you should have this. That's your hallway. So we're going to start from the blue side again, and we're going to work around. And find this corner of light gray terracotta. Counting to the right of it, you will count to the third gray and place 2 nether brick fences down and a lantern. Then we'll just head all the way down. On this door, you want a couple of things going on. On the top right strip spruce, if you're looking at it, you want a redstone torch. And just left of the strip spruce at eye level, you'll place a lever on the white terracotta. Clear your inventory and get out now an armor stand. Or 64, I guess, if you're me. Mangrove stairs. Spruce stairs. Smooth sandstone slabs, birch fence, blue wool, red carpet, red concrete, and I think that's everything. No, mangrove trapdoor. Do we have the closet? I feel like we do, okay. So we will start in the doorway here, actually. You can kind of pick which side. I think it's in the doorway. I took the left side and counted out a block to this. And I have an armor stand facing, I believe it's facing into the doorway, like so. And then you'll just, if you're in Bedrock, you'll crouch and click on it once, and it'll change the position or the posture. And it'll be nice and straight. If you kind of, I guess, look at the doorway and then turn to the right, you'll take this corner, which we'll call the back right-hand corner, and just kind of heading out from it, you'll place along the wall 2 mangrove stairs facing forward and then 2 facing back. On top of the back one or back 2, you'll place stairs facing forward. And then on top of the back one, you'll place 2 more stairs facing forward. And then in front of not the top one, but the one below, you'll have a spruce stair facing forward. Right of this, you want... essentially, you want 3 rows of stairs left of this, and on the bottom, it will be 2 rows facing forward that are, again, extend left 3, and then you'll have 1 row facing back. From there, the furthest right one only will have a stair facing right, or facing forward, and I apologize. It's actually only 2 rows, so you'll break the leftmost. On the middle row here, you'll take the back 3 stairs and place a stair facing forward on top of each. And then you do the same with the left on the backmost 2, and then extend the backmost 1 up an additional 1 with a stair. So you have this. It's a particularly strange setup, but it's just a pile of chairs, and that was how I kind of displayed it. Direct your attention back to the doorway here, and you want to count left of the lever by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to this white terracotta at the bottom. Going left along the wall, you'll do this pattern. You'll place 5 upside down smooth sandstone slabs. Leave a gap of 3. 5 upside down slabs. Gap of 3. 5 upside down slabs. Gap of 3. 5 upside down slabs. And you should be 5 off the end wall. From that, you'll actually leave a gap of 1 and place a mangrove trapdoor up against the white terracotta there. Extend each upside down slab up with 5 additional upside down slabs. So there will essentially just be a bunch of half a block apart shelves. That is a weird sentence. But regardless, you'll have something like this, I guess. That'll look pretty... I guess it's average. I mean, it can never look truly fantastic if you're using smooth sandstone of all things, but... Yes, I will slander smooth sandstone most days of the week. You might get like one freebie every once in a while for its sidewalk block, but other than that, it's just a bad block. I don't know what you want. But yeah, you should have this. On the opposite wall of them, you'll actually kind of head forward around this curve, and in this kind of back right-hand corner, you'll count forward by 1 and place a birch fence. Forward diagonally left, you want another. And then from that one, you'll count left 1 and back 2 and place another fence. Have a red concrete on each. I want to say these are like stop signs or something, but I don't remember. Again, I did build this like 15 millennia ago, so, you know, that will happen. Head to the mangrove trapdoor on the left, and to the right of it, you'll have 3 red carpet. You'll extend the carpet forward by 1 row, and then back until you're 2 blocks into the, like, I guess, second shelf, which is this one. And if you want a number, it should be 11. Like so. On the right side, you'll leave, like on this wall, you'll leave the first 2 blocks open and break the next 3 on the bottom row of the wall and replace them with blue wool. You'll kind of break the same thing mirrored on the floor like so. From the back right-hand corner of this red carpet, you'll place a birch fence right, and then extend it back by 4. Take the second and fourth fences and extend them up by 1 each. And then you'll take again the fourth one, which is not the backmost one, but one in front, and place a fence to the left, which will be brought forward by 1. Comments are going crazy, oh my god. That is this hallway done, and that's, I mean, the main thing of everything done. Now, this hallway, I will talk about, and I'll kind of give you the rundown for. I'll give you the block for the pathway, but I won't give it to you based on the block that I used. I used 1 of 3 blocks. Well, you need podzol for sure, and you need brown terracotta for sure. We'll start off with the for sure materials. Soul lanterns, and probably black concrete, but that might not be a for sure. What I did end up using were the following. Stripped spruce wood, jungle wood, and spruce planks. And with the planks, I'll get out stairs and slabs. And so you want to do the following starting from the door. You will take the second block out on the left side, which will be this one. And I'm just going to use all spruce planks, but it's just, I do this. You can do the same and then go back and change it, but you do want a kind of mix of the blocks. You'll place 6 spruce planks moving back. You'll then go left by 11, and then back by, oh lord, 11 again. And then left by, I think that's 9? Yes, 9. And then back by 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 back. Like so. And then you will go to the right by 10. And then you go back by a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 going back. Like so. And then instead of just like giving you the numbers again, you want to create the other road the same that just stays 3 blocks away from it at all times. So essentially I'll just take the second block on the other side and I'll bring it back until it sticks 4 beyond this row, and then I'll go left until I'm 3 away, which will be there. Back until I'm 4 beyond, left until I'm 3 away, and then back until I'm 3 away. Right until I'm 4 over, and then I'll bring it back to the same point at the end here. And it should look like this. Kind of have this pathway going. And I will actually check from an overhead to make sure that it is the same, that I didn't miss anything catastrophic. Yeah, it is. Cool. So, the floor will want to be podzol for this. Obviously, a block below the walls. When you do this, your walls you should expect to have some cracks in. I'll explain that more in a second. So it might be advised to place the podzol also under the Rosa spruce we placed. That would not be a terrible idea. But yeah, and I'll explain it more in a sec. But I do want to place the podzol and the podzol underneath first. We still have plenty of time. We're only 15 minutes into the tutorial, so I don't need to be in a rush exactly to keep this within a reasonable amount of time, because we have like 20 minutes, 25 minutes until it's really about that 40-minute mark that is kind of my time. So again, I'll place the podzol under the spruce just so I have it there. It'll be helpful for sure. And so I'll give you the height of the wall as well, because I think that'll be helpful in kind of deciding how big you want to make the cracks and stuff. I went at max 1.5 blocks. I think this was made before Short Sneak was even in Bedrock, though. So, yeah, nor crawling, I guess. But crawling doesn't matter because I don't use trapdoors here. And you could throw in Strip Dark Oak as well. I'm not sure why I didn't. I think because I just was lazy. But, essentially, you're going to have kind of rows of really no more than 3 or 4 where you have each block. So, like, I'll just make these 3 strip spruce. I'll have 1 plank, 2 jungle, maybe 3 spruce, 2 stripped, 1 spruce, 2 jungle, and then I'll do like this or something. And just kind of that's what you want around the whole thing. Now, these walls, you'll bring up by 4 as well. I won't texture them all, but I'll do this little area just to kind of give you a visual here. So there should be 5 in total. Just like this. And almost there. This will take a while, I will say. And so, you can do this with all the blocks, just like kind of taking out a block at the top and bottom, kind of on the edges of it like so would look good. I don't like that bottom one, I think only one corner makes sense. And then if you have like a larger section of spruce, you could even, you know, break like 3 down maybe, or I guess 2 down and place like a stair there, and then behind this on the outside you'll fill it in with black concrete, like so. Or even at the bottom you could break like something like this, I think I have a few times, where it's like an upside down stair and then an upside down slab, a block above it, like so. Just kind of adding some cracks and just crevices around. I actually did it inverted one time, which looks really good, where it's like this instead. Although it has another row of spruce on either side, so it ends up being 4, and it looks a little bit better that way, I think. But yeah, just kind of doing that all the way along. And I'm just going to fill it in with spruce, because I don't particularly care about doing all that. I'd pause and take your time on this. Or alternatively, if you want to just like mark out the ceiling with a block, 1 block above the top height of the wall, you could. So you can do the rest and then just worry about it later, because yeah, it took me a good like probably 30 minutes when I did it the first time. But it looks good when you have it done if you... I guess if you do it right. There's really no right or wrong way, I guess. It is kind of just up to your own interpretation. It's similar to the Act 2 fence, although the Act 2 fence was a lot more... I don't want to say robust, but I kind of want to say robust. It's a lot more basic, I guess. Less cracks and stuff, and more just like, here you go. Bring it up to somewhere between these 2 block heights and call it a day. At least the new Act 2. I don't want to talk about the old one. I don't know what I was even doing with that fence. I mean, it's a cool, like an interesting idea for a fence. We have like giant wooden boards connected by like wire. It is interesting. It's not exactly 1 accurate or 2 viable option in any circumstances, but who also needs a 30-foot tall fence, I guess. But still, you know, that is a thought, I guess. And yeah. I'll give you the lantern positions, which also might not be block for block, but I don't really know, because they might just be on all the corners, I'm not sure. I am not paying attention. And then we'll do the door wall, and yeah, that'll be that. Might do a little bit of texturing at the end to give you a better idea as well, if we have enough time, which we'll see. And then the ceiling will be brown terracotta, a block above the height of the walls as expected, or as I mentioned. And wherever you have, like, an area where you have, again, the hole, the brown terracotta will just stick another block in. And yeah, you'll just follow the same shape. And just go around. And this will be the Act 1 basement. If you do an Act 3 basement, I don't have an Act 3 made from me. It isn't revived, but it was not made by me. You will just copy this. It is the exact same hallway. Only difference would be the door at the end, but yeah, I believe that was what we did originally. I literally just took the same thing and did it again, or put it again. So yeah. So I guess everything important. And it should look like this, or something better than this, probably. And I'll head all the way back to the beginning so I can explain the lantern positions, and then we can do the other thing. So, oopsies. Can I crawl in here real quick? Perfect. So, starting from the beginning, let me find the beginning. I don't know which way I'm facing. Okay, I'm at the front. It appears to be just most of the corners. So you'll just start from the front here, just in the very corner, except a diagonal block out. You'll place a soul lantern. And there is actually one in the middle of these two. It's like about here. Like, what do I have it? 5 away? Yeah, 5 away. And then if I count 3, 4, it'll be 4 away. 4 away from one, 5 away from the other. Which is unfortunate. And then if you go backward, again, there's one like 6 blocks away-ish. It's not really specific. I think I only made it specific based on how much it was lit and not really anything else. And then there's not one on this corner, but if you turn, there's one in about the middle of this particular like portion of the pathway. Then if you keep going past this corner, it'll be the second block actually beyond the corner. You'll have a soul lantern. Then you'll skip like 7 and place 2 lanterns, skipping 7 both times. 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That goes too far. So that last one is actually on the corner though. So yeah, that's about right, I guess. Then you'll go around, you'll skip this corner, and there is like, you'll skip a couple blocks beyond, and there's 3 lanterns between here and the door. So 1 here, skip a little bit, 1, skip a little bit, 1. Something like that. So I have a pressure plate on the door that teleports you to the next area, but that isn't particularly important in this situation. You'll just take the middle podzol and extend it back a block to start, and then you can clear your inventory, except unless you still want the materials for the walls, you just need 3 things. You need dark oak planks, an iron door, or alternatively a dark oak door, I'll talk about that in a second, and black concrete, which you'll already have had. You'll place an iron door on the doorway. If you have, or if you don't care about the door not being able to be opened, or I guess the other way around, you can make it a dark oak door because it is the color. I place outside of this iron door some black concrete just so you know you can't see outside, do that. And the rest of this wall is just dark oak planks. That's the Act 1 basement done. Now I am going to spend a little bit more time just kind of going over the detailing here and just giving you more of a sample size of what's going on. So I guess I'll grab everything, whatever. Where's the slab? Here's the slab. So yeah, you don't have to do the, I guess the like holes only on the, I guess I need brown terracotta as well. You don't want them only on the spruce planks, you want it on really all of them, just kind of however you so choose. I won't do a huge area because it's not particularly important enough for me to showcase in its entirety because you've already seen most of it anyway. It's fine, no one will see that hole in the floor. But yeah, it is kind of up to your interpretation how much you do and if you make it even or not and whatever. This kind of texturing is really just, it's almost mind-numbing to where it's just like, what do you want to do? And then that's what you're doing pretty much. Nobody to tell you whether or not you're right or wrong. It's kind of just, does this make sense? Maybe? Sure, then let's do it. I'll have a stair there. I think that'll be a cool one, although I gotta fix it from the outside first, because, you know, can't have anything now, I guess. I'll have another one like here, I guess, that is maybe 2 slabs. Sure. Not particularly opposed to that. And then I'll short sneak through here and fill it in, and then I'll have like a row of jungle here. And yeah, it really is just this for the entire pathway. There is no point in doing a block for block because when I make these types of things, they aren't accurate anyway. It's kind of just up to my own interpretation. and what I think makes sense in the grand scheme of things. I'll even break the corner. That'll be interesting. But yeah, do the rest of that. But once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Hello Neighbor Act 1 basement entirely complete in 8 parts. Nice, not bad. Or 7 parts, sorry. Counting is something else. Thank you guys, so if you guys did enjoy this video regardless of my lack of accounting ability. Not accountability, counting ability. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night anyway. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.